Welcome everybody to this NBL Live Week 10 matchup as we have the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome everybody, I'm Sonny Weaver alongside Juggernauts and TFA as we're here for this NFC matchup. Guys, 5-3 Atlanta Falcons started off slow, starting to pick it up against these Giants who are sitting at 7-1 atop the NFC, looking for a #1 seed here in the playoffs. Big game this week. It looks like the Giants are going to get to receive this kick. TFA, tell me about this Giants offense.
They're a real good offense. Tom's done a really good job after spending all that money on Teddy Bridgewater, and I think if he can get him going in this game against the Falcons defense, they could come out of here with a win.
So they run it out to the 27-yard line. That's where we're going to get to see Teddy Bridgewater come out with this offense. Very explosive offense. Odell Beckham Jr., Iran Coleman. A lot of weapons on this offense, but recently acquired in the offseason, DeMarco Murray has had a kind of a resurrection year for his career. So we'll see how DeMarco Murray handles this action here in this game. Going to start out Bridgewater under center, 3 wide set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Murray in the backfield. Bridgewater's changing the play at the line. Going to bring them in tight, 2 to each side. Going to be a handoff to Murray up the middle, bounces off his own guy for only a yard gain on the play.
Look for Murray to get more touches like that. The Giants, they can predicate the game they can really control the game by running up the middle and having Murray get his touches early.
That sets up 2nd and 9 here for the Giants, 5:40 in the first quarter. Bridgewater's going to come out. Going to be under center once again, 3 wide set. Mason out to the left. Beckham in the slot to the right. Bridgewater's going to drop back. He gets pressure up in his face coming from the right defensive end, and that's going to be a sack on the play. Big loss there. Going to be a loss of 7 yards on the play. Set up a 3rd and 16 here for the Giants.
What a good job that time by him. The Giants now facing 3rd down.
I'm not sure who got that sack there, but it might have been the defensive tackle. He's a beast.
Bridgewater drops back, throwing to the outside. Barely misses the interception. Dangerous pass, takes it to the 35. They're going to come up a yard short, and the Giants are going to punch. And that's going to be a rough first possession there for the New York Giants.
Yeah, I would have really liked to see the Giants kind of take it a little bit easier on that possession. You got the 1 yard on the first carry. I don't know if you go down the field on back-to-back plays like that. Maybe set up something short and give yourself some short yardage to work with.
Falcons field the punt, take it out to the 30-yard line, put on a move up to the 35-yard line, make that the 36-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will take over this game. Now, in the offseason, the Falcons parted way with veteran quarterback Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan did lead the Falcons to a Super Bowl title. So, new control here for the offense of Atlanta, and we'll see how they handle this New York Giants in this first set. They're going to come out under center, wrong I formation, close on the wide receivers, motion fullback right to left. Going to be handoff up the middle. And that's going to be 6 yards for Jennings.
Looking at Jennings there, he's one of those kind of power backs himself. He's got a lot of juke to him. He's a quick back.
But he can sure run them over, too. He's got a lot of yards after contact this year. So that'll be interesting to watch this game as Jennings prepares in the backfield. They flip the play at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Good pressure in the face. Almost intercepted, but then almost once again. Oh, he caught that off the deflection. That was a crazy play there by Bell, it looks like. Bell to Felton was the play there.
Yeah, the Giants really looked like they kind of sold out on that play. They were going for the sack. They thought that the Falcons were going to take a shot deep, and, they tried to catch them off guard, and they certainly did.
So Bell lucks out on what should have been an interception there. He had pressure in his face and looks like he just flung it up. He's under center here for a single back, 2 wide set. Tight ends flanking each side of the line. Changing the play at the line, it looks like here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Going to be a handoff to Jennings up the middle, who makes a cut back, but only good for 3 yards on the run.
Again, you see Jennings. He's one of those guys who, if he gets going, he can tire out this defense. He can make it so Jason Pierre-Paul isn't all in the quarterback face all game by watching the run.
Good point there about Jason Pierre-Paul. Jason Pierre-Paul has led the Giants for the last couple seasons in sacks. He gets a lot of pressure in the quarterback's face, so it'll be interesting to see how Bell handles this, if they slide protection over his way or not. Bell in the pistol set, 3 wide to the left, tight end in line on the right. Bell changes the play at the line, drops back, looking downfield. Looking down the middle of the field to the hash marks, makes a play down to the 8-yard line. Good pass there by Bell. Looks like that was a reception to Felton.
Yeah, that was a great pass there. Great play call against cover 2 defense. He took a shot down the field and saw an opportunity, and now they're in scoring range.
2 big plays so far by Felton for 47 yards. So far, the only target in this drive. Once again, comes out strong close formation. Gilbert's the fullback. Jennings behind him. Bell under center changes the play once again at the line. Going to be a counter to Jennings. Jennings gets down to the 3-yard line, almost makes it in, but gets pushed back by the defense, and that's going to set up 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line.
Look for them to go right back to Jennings. He's been running really well right now, and I think he can go up the middle and get one here.
2nd and goal here from the 3-yard line. Looks like they're going to bring out the heavy personnel for New York here. For Atlanta. Bell, Gilbert is the fullback behind Bell. Jennings in the backfield. Going to be handoff to Jennings up the middle, but he gets drugged down. Looks like for no gain on the play, and that was a good defensive play there by the New York Giants.
I would have really liked to see the Falcons there kind of bounce that to the outside. Maybe call a toss play. You've been running a few right up the middle. Kind of catch them off guard there.
Bell comes out from the 3-yard line, shotgun set, Jennings to his right. Drops back, looks, curl route to the tight end, and that's going to be a touchdown. Good play by Kelly, the tight end, and that's going to put the Falcons up here in New York 7-0 over the Giants.
That's Joey Bell. He's looking really good out there. I think he's going to find. This guy's going to find his composure, and he's going to make some big plays for this offense in Atlanta.
So the Giants are going to get the ball back for the 2nd time this game. 1:37 in the first quarter. Milner is going to return it from the end zone, takes it out to the 20, bounces it inside to the 30, but there's a flag on the play. Probably going to be a block in the back. And it's going to bring it back out to the 25-yard line. That's where Bridgewater comes out to start the 2nd drive of the game.
I'd really like to see the Giants here kind of slow it down, work the ball down the field, and take some time off the clock. Just kind of get their offense in a rhythm here.
Bridgewater comes out. I have formation. Murray in the backfield. Coleman, the tight end, in line to the right. It's going to be play action here to to Murray, but thrown into traffic. Looks like Coleman got hung up there on a defender. No flag on the play, and that's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball flies incomplete.
The Giants come out passing. I think they need to come out with some more runs. This Atlanta defense is stout up front, but you can get past them with some runs.
Bridgewater in the shotgun set, 3 wide to the right, Mason in the slot, Beckham far right, Randall to the left. Bridgewater drops back on the pass, looking down the center of the field. Pressure in his face once again, and Bridgewater just gets rid of that for an incompletion.
I'm not quite sure what the Giants are doing right now. They're trying to take a lot of, deep throws down the field, and I think this is where Teddy Bridgewater got into a lot of trouble with his, when his career began with the Giants.
Bridgewater out in the shotgun set. Beckham Jr. in the slot in this play. Murray to his left. Dropping back, looking down the center of the field to Beckham, who's covered. Throws it anyways into traffic. Beckham gets a hand on it, but he gets knocked, and that ball comes loose, and that's going to be another 3 and out here for the Giants. And this Giants offense is just not clicking right now.
Yeah, the Giants need to just go ahead and just put it on the ground one time. Just let the ball be ran. DeMarco may break some tackles, get to the outside, and get some yards.
Atlanta's going to field that punt, takes it up to the 39-yard line, and Joey Bell is going to come back out for his 2nd possession here of the game, leading 7-0. Minute 11 left in the first quarter here in New York for this Week 10 matchup. Joey Bell showed a lot of poise in that first possession. Do we think we're going to get the ball back to Bell here, or are we going to start seeing more Jennings in the running game?
I think he's going to go to Jennings. I mean, Bell's having a lot of luck, but if he continues to pound the ball with Jennings, it's definitely going to open up some passes for Bell.
Bell barking out orders at the line. He's going to drop back here on the first down, throws the out route. That's going to be completed to Julio Jones down to the 37-yard line. Good play there as the Giants sold out on the blitz.
Look out for Julio. He's going to make some plays this game. He's got a good matchup with him and Prince Nakamura here, and it's gonna be interesting to see if he can get loose and maybe get one up top, maybe two. Who knows?
Yeah, it's interesting. Recently departed cornerback Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie makes his secondary a little bit weaker, so you got Prince on Julio, which should be a big matchup for the game. Jennings comes out to the right. They motion Kelly out of the backfield out to the right. 3 wide receiver set. It's going to be a handoff to Jennings, who makes about 4 yards on the play. It's going to set up a 2nd and 6, very manageable second down here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the object of this game was for the Giants coming in. They seem to be selling out on defense, and they seem to be just taking deep shots down the field on offense. I look for them to settle in here, as we approach the second quarter and see what they can do.
Bell comes out. Close formation once again in the I formation. Barking out orders. Drops back, looking down the field. Finds something in the center of the field there. That looks like it's going to be Felton once again, who's having a pretty good game here in the first quarter. That's going to bring it the end of the first quarter. Falcons up 7-0, down on the 9-yard line of the New York Giants.
The Falcons are coming out playing the exact same way you need to play when you're on the road. You start off with some run, and you break him off into the pass. You got a guy in Bill Bentley for the Giants who's just trying to revive his career. But he's doing a good job this year, but you never know if he can hang with these type of receivers that the Falcons got.
First and goal from the 9-yard line. Once again, this strong I formation for the Atlanta Falcons. Bell under center, Julio to the right, Felton to the left. Bell's going to pitch it out to Jennings, who tries to make a move to the outside, puts on the spin move, gets down to the 4-yard line to set up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
That's the exact type of play I would like to see on the last drive, too. Get down here, maybe run a toss to the outside. It seems as though Tom's been kind of blitzing right up the middle, so we'll see if he continues to bounce it to the outside or if he tries to pound one up the middle here.
Stepping up to the line at the 4-yard line.
2 wide set, 2 tight end set, Bell under center, Jennings in the backfield, motion Felton left to right. It's going to be a passing play. Going to be pass out to the side, and that's going to be to their backup tight end. Touchdown there for Joey Bell. And that's a big play for the Atlanta Falcons, putting them up 14-0 here at the beginning of the second quarter. And I'd like to take a moment right now just to go ahead and wish Miss Bomber good luck in her return. She's feeling a little under the weather right now, so hope she gets well soon.
This pressure that the Falcons are putting on the Giants early with this early scoring might be a really, really big problem for the Giants. They're going to have to put it in the air now. They could run it. They have enough time, but they might put it in the air too early.
Bridgewater in the single back set, drops back, looking downfield, gets the crosser instead, but it's dropped, and that's a big drop for Odell Beckham, and he is not helping his quarterback out right now.
Yeah, this offense of the Giants right now is pass, pass, pass. They're just throwing everything downfield. Take a couple of short passes, get your team a first down, and move from there.
3 wide set, bunch formation to the right of Teddy and shotgun. Bridgewater looking downfield. No, it's an incomplete. And a lot of pressure in Teddy Bridgewater's face right now as they've resorted to complete passing attack right now. Not even seeing Murray as a threat, who's been a big part of this offense all year.
The Giants have forgotten about their hammer, and they're going into this with just a freaking banana. Man, come on, they got to run the ball here. I mean, not here, but it's just on the next possession, something.
Close formation here for Bridgewater. Mason to the left with Randall. Beckham in the slot to the right. Bridgewater looks back, looking Beckham across the middle. Gets an open man down the field. Big play there by Julius Randall. Big play. Ruben Randall, excuse me.
Yeah, that's Ruben.
So, big play there. Bridgewater, and actually, I apologize. That's Mason, not Randall. Either way, big play there by Teddy Bridgewater. That's a big-time throw. That's a $20 million a year throw. So Giants get what they want out of that possession as they bring it within 7 here in the second quarter of NBL Live with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left on the half.
He'll take it from the 1. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
27-yard line, Joey Bell's coming out on the field, ready to put some points up on this New York Giants defense. It's really not had much of an answer for this offense so far this game. Looks like they're going to come out in 12 personnel. They're going to have 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back with Joey Bell under center. Bell walks to the line. Going to be a pistol set for Bell. Jennings in the backfield. Going to be play action up the middle. Throw out to the left-hand side, and that's going to be Julio Jones for a big reception on the play. That's his second of the game to the 39-yard line for the Atlanta Falcons.
I think the Atlanta Falcons might be catching on a little bit. The Giants seem to be blitzing on almost every first down, trying to start running game, and they're just going to the pass in some of these play action plays.
So Joey Bell, it looks like, and I may be mistaken, he's 7 for 7 so far this game. This defense, they either need to get some pressure, their cornerbacks need to figure out how to break this ball up, because Bell's playing pitch and catch right now after the first probably unnecessary throw he made in the game, but he's settled down since then. It's going to be a 3-wide set, bunch to the right, motioning Jennings out of the backfield to the left. Excuse me, not Jennings, that's Coleman out to the left for a big reception. And that's a play I know the Falcons do like to run a lot. They scored on the Jaguars last week on that play. So it was nice to see them get that play against a good coverage. So 21 yards there for Tevin Coleman. And the Falcons once again are moving down the field as Joey Bell is 8 for 8 so far in this game.
Looking at Joey Bell, he's got his bearings. He's really ready. I mean, this kid is just trying to play. He's trying to play lights out in New York in a hostile environment. Let's see what he can do here.
And we're getting another I formation, close formation. Julio to the right, Felton to the left. It's going to be a play action there. Jason Pierre-Paul breathing down the neck, but Felton gets the crosser, puts on a move. A little unnecessary move, but that's going to take it down to the 8-yard, and Bell's at 9 for 9, guys, and we are on Joey Bell watch. He is ringing the bell here in New York.
Yeah, the Falcons are getting everything they want right now. This is the exact type of offense that they wanted to see coming out against a good Giants team. And so far they're clicking on all cylinders.
Joey Bell, the all-star so far today, lines up in the shotgun. Jennings to his left, drops back on the play, throws to the center of the field. That looks like it's going to be down at the 1-yard line. And this Falcons offense is just throwing to everybody. This is Hardy now getting in on the action.
Yeah, it seems like the key to beating the Giants at their own game is spreading the ball around, making it so they can't key in on stopping one guy.
Jennings in the backfield, Ware lined up in front of him as fullback. Bell under center in a tight formation here. 3 tight ends in goal line formation. They split out Kelly to the left. Going to be a handoff to Ware, who gets stuffed at the 2-yard line, and New York knew that play was coming.
Yeah, they rushed everybody right at the middle. That's what they've been doing on the goal line. They've just been trying to get in, stuff the run. Another great opportunity there. I think a pitch right there, and, they would have gotten in for 6.
So 2 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the first half. Falcons up 14-7, knocking on the door. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Bell in the shotgun, Jennings to his left, Hardy in the slot. Julio and Felton out wide. Bell changes the play. Going to take the snap, play action to the crosser to Kelly, and that's another touchdown. And we are just ringing the bell once again here in New York. Joey Bell making a case here for player of the game on NBL Live.
Joey's over here looking like he's Joe Cool. I mean, this guy's really doing a number on this New York defense. I mean, the Giants haven't lost a game in MetLife all year. We're going to see what they got. They got to turn it around here. We'll see what they can do.
Milner's not going to bring it out of the end zone, as that was right on the edge, so they're going to take over at the 20-yard line. Teddy Bridgewater's going to come out, and they got to get some semblance of a running game here if they want to expect to stay in this game, because right now this Falcons pass rush is just teeing off. They've got 2 minutes, 5 seconds, so they're going to get the 2-minute warning here. You got Bridgewater coming out. Shotgun set. Bunch formation to the right, one out to the left. Instead of, nope, we still got DeMarco Murray in the backfield, and it's going to be a handoff to Murray, who breaks it to the outside, trucks a defender down to the 24-yard line. That's going to bring in the 2-minute warning.
There's that hammer.
I like seeing the Giants get to that running game right now. You know, they've been going down the field on all these plays, and now that they're behind by 14, you know, I think they just need to get downfield, get a score here, and head into half.
So, coming out of the 2-minute warning, Teddy Bridgewater looking to try to bring it within one score before the halftime. You got 3 wide receivers set, bunch formation to the right. Apologize. 3 wide receivers set, Mason to the left, Beckham to the right. Bridgewater drops back, looking down the field. Bad positioning, but, oh, almost brings it up. And that was almost a big play, but good play by the Falcons defender there to break that up.
The Giants need to go right back to that hammer and get this defense just uncomfortable, because it didn't seem they were very comfortable when they had to defend that run. I mean, DeMarco's going to bruise those guys. Just let them do it one time. You know, we'll see some progress on your offense if you can run.
So the Giants have only gotten to run 10 plays so far this half, so not the offense the Giants are used to. Bridgewater in the shotgun, Murray to his left, Randall to the left. You got Beckham and Mason to the right, Mason in the slot, Coleman in line on the right. Bridgewater drops back, looking. He's going to find Beckham, making a little break to the inside, down to the 42-yard line. And that's only Bridgewater's 3rd completion of the game so far. So not a big game right now for Teddy Bridgewater in this New York Giants offense.
Yeah, that was one of his first short passes of the game, too. I'd like to see him just get a few more of those, start working the ball down the field a little bit slower.
By short, 17 yards. 17 yards. So Bridgewater's going to drop back here, looking down the field once again. That's going to be a big completion once again to Mason. Right now, Mason is the only thing keeping them in this game as he hauls in another deep touchdown reception.
Gosh, you got to watch that man. That man Mason is a demon. He's so fast, and he just broke out. And I mean, Atlanta can really, really, really do themselves a favor by playing a little bit of over-the-top coverage.
So they do go ahead and give that ball back to the Falcons with a minute 26, which is a lot of time in the half for this offense that you're seeing right now of the Atlanta Falcons. So they're going to return it, make a break to the outside. Gets the move on, one defender to beat, but he gets pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Minute 20 left, and that is where the Falcons will take over here, trying to put some points on the board before the half.
Yeah, if I'm the Falcons, I'm just going to try to get into field goal range right here. You know, my offense was having, you know, a lot of luck in that first half. You know, but just kind of work it downfield, get into field goal range. Don't risk a turnover here and give the ball back to the Giants with some time left.
Important to remember that the Falcons do get the ball back after the half. So, Joey Bell, shotgun set. Jennings off to his right, calls for the ball, throwing down the field into a contested catch, and he pulls it in. Julio with the one-hander, and that's an amazing play by Julio Jones down to the 27-yard liner as the Atlanta Falcons looking to score here with a minute left in the first half.
Look at Mr. Jones there. He's playing lights out. You keep throwing to that guy, I mean, he can have a huge day, especially against Bill Bentley over there.
Bell drops back, looking down the field, pressure in his face. It's a screen pass. Jennings makes a move to the outside, back to the inside. Nice spin move by Jennings, and that's a touchdown for the Falcons. Only took them 30 seconds off the clock to make that happen.
Yeah, this offense right now is just absolutely incredible. The Giants have no answers on defense. You know, if I'm the Giants here, I'm going to try to salvage something, but don't force a turnover here. You know, just try to get down the field and see what you can do with the ball here with 50 seconds left.
So there's no return here. The Giants are going to come out 50 seconds left, and this could be a big series for the Giants. While you may want to try to score here, it's important you don't turn the ball over, because the turnover here and the score was effectively going to end this game. So Teddy Bridgewater needs to meticulously work this down the field rather than taking any risky plays at this point.
Teddy's going to have to take his time. He really might just need to run the ball and just run the clock out, but we'll see what they do here.
Bridgewater drops back on first down, gets the crosser route to Mason, who puts on a move down to the 42-yard line. New York calls a timeout rather than going with the hurry-up offense here with 42 seconds left in the first half.
It doesn't look like either of these defenses want to stop anything right now. There's holes everywhere, and you know, we're getting wide receivers open on just about every play.
come to the line, and it's first down.
Two-back set, Murray to the left, Milner to the right of Bridgewater. Bridgewater steps back, looking down the center of the field, throws into oh, that was a dangerous throw to Odell Beckham Jr. down the center of the field. Safety almost picks that off, and they're going to get another shot here. Second down on the 42-yard line.
It seemed like they were just relying on Odell Beckham just to go snatch that out of the air with a bunch of guys around him. Odell's not going to do that right now. He's a little tired. He's been running nothing but deep routes all half, so he might need a break.
So Bridgewater once again chucking it deep downfield, and once again that's Mason with the big catch. And so the Giants are staying in this on the back of Mason making, you know, these 20 and 30-yard downfield receptions. So other than that, the Giants offense really has been non-existent so far this game.
I want to know on that play too, they had the tight end wide open. You know, he had about 3 or 4 steps over the middle. Had he hit the tight end, you know, he might have been able to take that all the way to the house as well. So a couple options on that play.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Pass underneath the Mason down to the 3-yard line. Hurry up here by the New York Giants with 20 seconds left, ticking off the clock. They've only got one timeout yet left, so they're saving that for a field goal attempt if needed. So Bridgewater is going to go ahead and hand this off to Murray up the middle, who gets stopped at the 2-yard line.
That's a huge play for Atlanta there. They need to go ahead and just buckle in, play some more defense.
Toward the end zone, and they need to come away with 7 right now.
Oh, absolutely. They need 7 to get back into this football game and make this game closer. Once you get inside the 10-yard line, of course, the field is very small. You got to come up with something.
Bridgewater's going to come out. Tight, close formation, I formation, strong. Connor, the fullback, set to the right. Drops back, looking to the fullback, Connor, who's going to go ahead and drop that, and he's lucky they dropped that, because if that would have been completed, they would have come up just short, and I'm not sure they would have gotten this field goal try off.
Yeah, they did a good job getting here, and they definitely really needed a touchdown there. But I'm glad that they walked away with the field goal. Only being down 11, you know, with the way that this Falcons offense has been playing is going to be a really, really big accomplishment for this team.
The Giants are going to kick off to the Falcons with about 4 seconds left in this game, and they're going to go ahead and just fair catch that ball. I don't expect the Falcons to take a shot here. They're going to go into the half with an 11-point lead here in New York over the Giants, who are currently sitting at 7-1. So big game for the Falcons here as far as division race as well as playoff race. So the Falcons are going to go ahead and kneel it out, as we discussed. And that's going to take us to the second half. As we mentioned, Giants trailing Atlanta Falcons 17-28, and the Falcons are going to get the kick coming out of half. What are we expecting out of this Falcons offense here in the second half?
You know,
I'm expecting to see.
Go ahead, Jugs.
Okay, yeah, I'm expecting to see more out of Joey Bell. It seems like him and Jennings are just they're gonna try to toy with this Giants defense. They're gonna run the ball up the middle. Then they're gonna spread you out with a little bit of spread offense, and they might play at you here and there. Joey Bell's been on fire. The offense has been on fire. Giants are in some trouble.
Falcons come out with a heavy set. You got 2 tight ends, a fullback, and a halfback in the backfield. Bell barking out the orders. It's going to be a handoff to Jennings up the middle, and he gets stuffed for a loss of 2 on the play. Jennings not having a great day so far. 7 rushes, 21 yards, about 3 yards a carry. Really, this game has come down to the play of quarterback Joey Bell. And he really has been unstoppable so far this game after a shaky start with some questionable throws.
Yeah, this game's been, you know, it's really been 2 guys. It's been Mason for the Giants, and it's been Bell for the Falcons. And, you know, one of these 2 players is basically doing everything they can to keep their teams in the game and keep them, you know, where they are.
So Falcons bringing it back in close. They're going to go trips out to the left, close formation. Jennings behind him. Go ahead and flip that. They're going to run trips to the right. Jennings behind him in a pistol set. It's going to be a handoff to Jennings. Jennings makes a move inside, but gets tripped up by Jason Pierre-Paul to the 23-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd and 7 here for the Atlanta Falcons. And this is where you expect your lead pass rusher, Jason Pierre-Paul, to try to make something happen.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul about to pin back those ears. He's coming after the quarterback. Joey Bell, be ready, because Jason Pierre-Paul is coming.
Bell in the backfield dropping back. Crosser down the middle, and he's going to get stopped just short of the first down. 4th and 2, and the Falcons are going to go ahead and punt. And Joey Bell, 14 of 14 for 243 yards. Basically, this is the Joey Bell show, and we're all just living in it right now, guys.
Yeah, that was a huge stop there by the Giants. I really liked what the Falcons did there. They ran the ball, got it to a more manageable 3rd down situation, just barely missed converting.
Milner is going to bring it out to the 43-yard line, and Teddy Bridgewater and the Giants are going to get a chance to bring this game within a score. The defense does their part as they bring the Atlanta Falcons to a 3-and-out in the first possession. So Teddy Bridgewater relying on the deep ball so far today. It'll be interesting to see if we get the running game now that this game looks to be a little bit within reach than where we thought it was going to be early on. Bridgewater under center, 2 tight end set. Mason to the left, Beckham to the right. Barking out orders at the line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Murray. Murray gets tripped up on his own guy down to the 44-yard line for just a gain of 1. Only 4 rushes on the day so far for Murray for 7 yards.
Murray still needs more touches, man. He's just seeming like he's not even a part of this offense. And you know how DeMarco is. He starts pouting. He puts that big lip out, and he's going to cry, just like he did in Philly.
Same setup, 2 tight ends, Mason to the left, Beckham to the right. It's going to be a play action to Murray, and it's into Iran Coleman in double coverage, but he's going to go ahead and bring that down for a 1st down on the play.
Yeah, I think that's the first time that we've had to say a different name than Mason here on this Giants offense. It's really interesting seeing them throw to other people here, and we'll see if they can get a lot of other guys involved. I think that's really going to help them here in the second half.
Yeah, like you said, an offense kind of dictated by Brian Mason early in the big plays he was getting. Looks like Coleman's been part of the adjustments they made at halftime. Oh, big play there. It looks like Fowler or Beasley, gets in on the play right away, and that's a run stop of 3 yards. He was in there in the backfield before the handoff was ever made.
That's quick Vic right there, man. Vic Beasley, he's a monster. I mean, you got to get the ball out of there faster, because if he's coming, I mean, he's like Baby Von Miller, basically. We know better than to play around with him.
Bridgewater dropping out of this pistol set, but pressure in his face, and Teddy Bridgewater has not had time to throw this game yet, guys.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that has to do with, he's really relying on that deep pass, and nothing's really developing early, so if any of these guys can get by, he's taken a long time to set up some of these passing plays.
And that's not what you want to hear right now, as it's 3rd and 13 here. Bridgewater drops back, looks down the center of the field, and that's going to be reception to Ruben Randall of roughly 15 yards on the play, setting up a 1st and 10 from the Falcons' 28-yard line. That's Randall's 2nd catch of the game for 38 yards, I believe.
Ruben Randall, man, he's a guy who's been in that system for a while. You can tell, and he's definitely going to try to put this team on his back and get them some good receptions downfield.
Bridgewater's going to go ahead and throw to Randall again on the play, and Randall comes out, and he's a big part of this offense now, it looks like, after some adjustments at halftime. So Bridgewater comes out, leads his team down the field, brings it within, it looks like a score. They're going to go ahead and go for 2, make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, that's a huge play right there for the Giants. I feel like somebody sprayed a little Febreze in the Giants' locker room at halftime because, we're hearing a lot of fresh names out here.
Well played. Well played. So, Teddy Bridgewater is going to come out for the 2-point conversion, 2-yard line. 2 wide to the set, tight to the right, Coleman off to the right, Murray to the right, Wilson to the left on the line. Bridgewater looks left. Buying time, there's a flag down. Bridgewater's going to go ahead and get sacked. We'll have to see what this flag is. And it's going to be holding, so that's going to get declined. And the Falcons are going to stay up by 5 as it's 28-23. Falcons getting the kick here with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Is it Bounty Gate again? I mean, come on now. They're going to hurt poor Teddy out there. Giants need to worry about that, man. Teddy's been getting hit a lot.
29-yard line, Joey Bell comes out on the field, yet to miss a pass yet this game. So Joey Bell looking to lead his team down the field. He's going to need to go ahead, probably put some more points up here. If they start trying to play the waiting game, it's not going to end well for them. So 3 wide set, Kelly the tight end in the slot to the right, Jennings to the right. Giants rotate down, bring a safety into the box. Kelly drops back. Jennings picks up the blitz on the left, but somebody comes through on the right. Douglas gets the sack for the Giants, and that's going to make it 2nd and 19 here. Not a position you want to be with Jason Pierre-Paul lurking on the other side of that line.
No, it's really astonishing right now. I mean, we've seen Joey Bell perfect on the day. He hasn't had an incompletion yet, and yet they're only up 5 points right now. You know, and they're facing a big 2nd and 19 here.
Bell in the backfield, 2 running backs to each side of him. Throws down the middle of the field. Once again, a completion. I'm not sure you expect anything else from him at this point. 15 for 15, 260 yards, 4 touchdowns. You hear that dinging sound right now? That's Joey Bell.
Joey Bell, I mean, can this kid even miss? I mean, right now he's playing this game like it's on easy. The Giants need to they need to get some pressure on this kid, all right? He's taking his time, and he's just killing them all day.
Bell with a close set, drops back, throwing downfield, and that's going to be his first incompletion of the game, as it's kind of a misguided throw there. I think he's feeling the pressure a little bit, as it's going to force a 4th down, and the Falcons are going to go ahead and punt the ball back to the Giants.
Yeah, I definitely feel like he felt the pressure there. He definitely got rid of that one a little quick and definitely threw it into a spot where he definitely shouldn't.
The owner is going to return from the 23, puts a spin move on it, 30-yard line, taking it out to the 37-yard line. Good return there by the Giants. It's going to give Teddy Bridgewater and company good field position. So first drive out of the halftime locker room, we saw Bridgewater using some other targets, which was a good sign as it tends to work as the Giants easily walk down the field. So what are we going to see this time out of Teddy Bridgewater in this offense?
I'd look for more Ruben Randall, man. I mean, he's been open on a lot of plays. The Giants, if they've thought about it and they really want to smarten up a little bit, they might get the ball out of Teddy's hands a little faster. Maybe some quick slants. Who knows? But, I mean, Ruben Randall's been the man.
Bridgewater barking out signals at the line, drops back, looks to his left, gets the ball away just in the nick of time. Beckham on the drag route catches it, but gets blown up. So that's going to be a gain of 6 on the play. And I think Bridgewater and Beckham both paid for that one.
Yeah, they both got hit real hard on that play. I'm actually looking for DeMarco to bust a big run here, and I think he can get them, you know, right into field goal range on one of these next couple plays.
Same formation, strong formation, 2 wide receiver set, close. It's going to be handoff to Murray up the middle, who does find a hole, powers his way down to the Atlanta Falcons 48-yard line. So the New York Giants come out of halftime, and they look to be moving a little bit better than I think the pregame jitters had them moving in the first half.
Yeah, that first half seemed to have the Giants a little bit off. Maybe they just sit down and they talked about it at halftime. Teddy's tired of getting hit. I mean, he's been on the ground more times than anybody on the field. It's time to move the ball.
Bridgewater drops back. He's going to throw outside to Iran Coleman, who bounces off a tackle but steps out of bounds at the 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6 on first down for Bridgewater to Coleman.
Yeah, a lot of fresh names here. Look for Mason to possibly break one deep here. Catch him off guard, go to him once, and they could take the lead in this game.
The big turn of events here in the second half. Bridgewater 3 wide receiver set. Randall to the left tight. Going to be a handoff to Murray up the middle. Breaks through the line down to the 34-yard line, and Murray's starting to pick up some steam here as he gets the first down.
DeMarco has needed the ball all half, and I mean, it could be really good and beneficial for the Giants if they just keep running. I mean, if they put up 7 here, I mean, they'll take the lead. DeMarco gets some more touches. He'll be happy. Teddy will be happy. Everybody will be all right. Then you can get Odell deep.
Close formation here for Bridgewater. Going to be a handoff to Murray. Murray up the middle, down to the 31-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 3 yards on first down. Moves the Giants down to the 31-yard line. So they're well within field goal range at this point as they trail 5 points here in the third quarter. 20 seconds left.
Yeah, the key is that they're in field goal range right now. You know, if I'm the Giants, I'm not going to force anything here. Definitely get the points, regardless of what happens. Try to get the touchdown, but don't force anything and force, a silly mistake.
3 wide set. Mason to the left. Randall to the left. Beckham to the right. Motion by Mason. Crossing route to Mason. Mason catches the ball. Puts the move on. Gets the first down to the 23-yard line. His time's going to go ahead and expire here in the third quarter. Giants trail Falcons 23-28. And big game here by Brian Mason. We're starting to see the rest of the New York Giants offense working, but this so far has really been the Brian Mason show from the Giants' perspective. First and 10, 23-yard line. That's where Bridgewater is going to come out. You got Randall and Mason to the left, Randall in the slot. DeMarco Murray to the right, Beckham out wide right. Beckham motion. It's going to be a short pass to Beckham out to the right. There's a flag on that play as Beckham just gets obliterated. And that's a holding call in the center who that was a quick pass. I'm not sure how you even got holding on that quick of a pass.
These guys are nervous, man. I mean, I haven't seen the Giants play like this. I seen them play against Miami earlier this season, and they had much more composure than this. But I'm going to tell you right now, look for Ruben Randall to get a big catch here. Mason, he might outquick his opponent too, but look for Ruben Randall on in the slot here.
So Mason in the slot. Deep post. It's going to be a throw to Mason, but almost picked off by the safety there for Atlanta, and dangerous throw there by Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, that was a big danger zone there. If first and 20, don't try to go for the deep pass there and try to get the first down, try to get it all at once. You know, you have 3 plays here to get that 20 yards back, and now you're faced with an even worse second and 20.
Beckham in the slot, Mason to his right, Nix on the outside to the right, so you got trips out to the right. It's going to be a pass. Bridgewater looking downfield to Beckham, overthrows him. I think Beckham was a little scared to go up for that one as the safety was lurking downfield.
He alligator armed that one. He's a little nervous right now. I mean, I haven't seen Odell Beckham play like this since that big hit in the first game of the season. And I mean, Odell's going to be one of those guys. He's going to get over it, but he's got to get over it soon because his team needs him.
Bridgewater drops back, throws to Coleman, who gets lit up, had the first down, gets hit, drops the ball, and this is going to set up a long field goal here for the Giants.
Yeah, I would really like to see them kind of just run the ball there, take the field goal, take the points, and at that point you're only down, you know, one possession. You know, a field goal at that point could win you the game here late in the fourth.
The Giants are going to instead, rather than risking giving up good field position, they're going to go ahead and try to coffin punt this ball here, or should I say stop the ball here. Short punt, 15-yard line, and that's not a great punt. That's only a net of 18 yards here for the Giants, so not sure about that play. They only gained 18 yards on that punt.
I think Atlanta needs to they need to get it together on offense, and I mean it's just you can't come out here and lay a dud here and go 3 and out. If they do something here, they can put this game away.
Big pressure there from the Giants. Giants this half, you've seen a little bit of pressure on Joey Bell, which may have started to make him a little bit uncomfortable. He gets the ball off there, but could have been a big sack by the New York Giants.
Yeah, taking it back to that last play, that punt, you know, it really shows you how important a kicker can be to a team. We got a 5-point game here, and instead of risking kicking a 50-yard field goal, they went ahead and punted the ball, and we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
I formation, twins to the left, Felton in the slot, Kelly out to the right in line. Going to drop back, Bell looking, thrown but broken up by the Giants defense. He thought he had the tight end Kelly on a little post route there, but the Giant defenders weren't having that, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 10 here on the 15-yard line for the Atlanta Falcons and Joey Bell.
Joey Bell better be careful. The Giants are reading posts. They know it's coming. You got to do something different. You might have to just take a short pass here and just see what you can do.
Bell barking out orders, changing the play at the line. Going to take the snap. Drops back. He looks for the curl route, but it gets broken up. So like you'd mentioned, they did look for the underneath pass there, but not so much this time around. So Joey Bell, who started off 15 of 15, has now gone 15 of 19, missing his last 4 passes. Opening the door for the New York Giants as they take this punt here from the 20-yard line. Milner's going to run it up the middle, breaks to the outside, but gets tackled at the 36-yard line, and that's where the Giants are going to come out and try to take the lead in this game.
Yeah, that was a big tackle there on that return. There was a lot of grass to that left side of the field, and if he could have gotten out there, he could have definitely broken a big one.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good feeling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried.
5 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the game in New York. New York's trailing 23-28. Teddy Bridgewater comes out in the pistol set. Bunch formation out to the left. Steps back. Looking underneath. Throws underneath to Randall for a quick completion of 3 on the play.
In this possession, I'm looking for Mason. This kid's been making plays all game. He's probably going to be MVP if they win this game. So I'm looking for Mason to make some big plays here.
Bridgewater drops back, looks, finds a crosser, hits Ruben Randall yet again. So Randall, big game after the half, getting in rhythm here. So Giants marching, 4 minutes, 50 seconds left here as they're at the 49-yard line of the Giants.
Yeah, we're hearing a little word here, too, from the Giants sidelines. Seems that Brian Mason is a little unhappy that they're throwing so many passes here to Ruben Randall. He wants to get one deep down the field and take control of this game by himself.
Murray in the backfield gets the handoff. Big play by Beasley, who tackles him in the backfield for, it looks like, 2-yard loss on the play.
Vic Beasley, he's an animal, man. You gotta double that guy. I mean, what are you doing? You know he's coming. You gotta double him. Do something.
4 wide set, close set. Bridgewater drops back, looking deep down the field. Dangerous throw. Once again, a deep post to Mason gets broken up by the Falcons safety. And I think the Falcons are starting to get an idea of what they're looking to do here with Mason.
Yeah, and I think they picked that up, this entire second half. Mason's been pretty quiet. They started throwing to some other guys. I really think that they need to focus on some of these short passes when they get into these second and long or third and long situations.
Streak to Coleman, who gets lit up at the 35-yard line, and that's going to set up a 4th down. Big defensive stand by Atlanta, and they're going to force New York to punt the ball here with about 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game.
Both teams seem like they're going deep ball happy. They're pushing it down the field. They're driving it down the field when honestly there was so much time left on the clock there. New York could have ran the ball a couple times, got themselves some rhythm, yet they just didn't do it.
Falcons take over at the 18-yard line. Now, Joey Bell and company can't get too reluctant to try to make plays here. They're only up by 5. Last possession they came out and really didn't have any luck. So Falcons need to put points on the board here, some sort of points, at least a field goal. So we'll see what kind of aggressiveness we get out as Bell comes out. Twin set, I formation. Jennings in the backfield. That's Coleman in the backfield. Changing the play at the line, Joey Bell. Bell changes again. Going to be handoff to Coleman, who runs right into a defender. It's going to be no gain on the handoff.
Yeah, I like that play there, though. You're starting this drive with 4 minutes, 6 seconds left. You're up 5, knowing the Giants are going to need a touchdown to take the lead. I think you definitely want to take some time off the clock here. But like you said, you don't want to be too lax, and just run it right up the middle and give the ball right back.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play.
Deep throw by Bell. He's got an open receiver, and that's going to be found for a big play, and that could be the game breaker right there, folks.
Yeah, that is a huge play.
That is terrible. I mean, you really got to play over the top. You know that both teams have really been going downfield all second half, and you just got to know what's coming. You just got to play over the top. You have to. That hurts the Giants.
So Joey Bell comes out and says, not in our house, even though it's your house. And he puts up another touchdown here, and I believe that's his 5th touchdown in the game for Joey Bell. So Joey Bell's having a big game here in New York. 5 touchdowns, over 300 yards here. Still 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in this game as Bridgewater comes out, tries to give this team a little bit of hope. Not a lot of time left here, though, in New York.
Yeah, and I think this is where all those deep passes to Mason in the first half are going to hurt him. They've had to look at other options here because he's been covered up here in the second half.
Beckham motions right to left, throwing downfield. Two guys in the same area. There had to be some sort of miscommunication there. As you normally aren't going to have two guys in the same area. So probably a little miscommunication there by Wilson and Mason as Bridgewater hurries to the line. It's going to be play action to Murray, throwing deep down the field. Way overthrow for Coleman. Big opportunity missed there by Teddy Bridgewater.
That you could tell he's gonna kick himself for that one, man. He definitely had he had a few open guys on that one, but he definitely had a chance there and he missed it. And that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
So Bridgewater sensing the pressure both from the Falcons defensive line and the pressure of this game as they're trailing by 12 points with 3 minutes 7 seconds left in the half. Plenty of time though. 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning left to toll. Murray in the backfield, Mason in the slot, Beckham out wide left. Bridgewater changes the play, drops back, looking. Going to be a flag on the play, and I'm guessing that's going to be holding. And it's actually a holding on Jalen Collins, the cornerback for the Falcons. So the Giants are going to go ahead and decline that, and that's going to be down a completion down to the 45-yard line. Clock stops on the penalty.
We haven't seen very many turnovers in this game. And Brian Mason, they just show that stat, 7 catches for 230 yards. He is having a game.
Going to be a handoff up the middle to Murray, and Murray gets nothing, and you may even get a little flag there. Oh, wow, Vic Beasley with the big penalty, the face mask, 15 yards. Once again, the biggest part about these penalties, folks, is that these are free timeouts that the New York Giants are getting right now.
Yeah, and that's just terrible. I mean, that you gotta play with some more composure than that. Beasley, this is what sets him apart from those guys like Von Miller. He just doesn't have it all upstairs all the time. He needs to get himself together, really focus, and get this win.
3 wide receiver set. Mason out to the left. Randall in the slot. Beckham out wide right. Mason motions. Crossing pattern for Mason. Mason open. Throwing downfield. Mason's going to get the catch. Run out of bounds. That's going to be Brian Mason's 8th catch on the game. A lot of receptions here for Brian Mason in this game as he's taking it over. 8 receptions, 255 yards. Somebody's going to need to test that guy after the game because this dude's on steroids.
Oh, I definitely agree with you on that one. But he's open on every single play. You would think that the Falcons would learn to cover him, but they're still leaving him wide open.
Bridgewater barking out the orders, looking down the field to Beckham, 7-yard line. Bridgewater with a lot of time to throw there. When Bridgewater gets time to throw, he does pretty well this game. It's going to be a handoff to Murray. Murray breaks to the outside, then back in, and that's a touchdown. So Giants are in this game as they bring it to within, they bring it within 5 points with that completion with 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in all their timeouts.
I mean, it seemed like New York found their hammer again, and they used it this time. I mean, you like I said earlier, you can't go to work with a banana and expect it to nail something. They bring their hammer, they get some points, and they probably might be a little bit too late for them, but we'll see what they do on defense here.
So the Falcons come out looking to try to not give the ball back to this hot Giants offense since they came out at halftime. It's going to be big here. They don't try to play keep away. They're going to have to try to score here. The Giants defense is going to have to come up with something big, a turnover or a 3-and-out, give this offense a chance to score again.
Yeah, either of these teams right now can score on the deep ball. And all it's going to take is 1 second on the clock for one of these teams to score. So
Jennings in the backfield, weak offset eye, Bell under center, Julio to the right, Felton to the left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Jennings. Good penetration there by the Giants, and the Giants are going to go ahead and call a timeout here as there's 2:28 left in the quarter.
Right there, I might not have came out with a run, but that's just me, and that's probably why I don't win as many games as these guys. But I'm looking at it like this. They definitely ran the ball, and the Giants knew it was coming, so they stuffed it right in the backfield.
Motion of the fullback right to left. It's going to go ahead and be a pass play here. Crossing pattern. Completion. He stays in bounds. Was getting dangerously close to the out-of-bounds mark, and that's going to be Felton for 3 yards on the play. Set up at 3rd and 7. Looks like the Giants are okay here with letting the time run down to the 2-minute warnings as they're going to save both their timeouts here for on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that play. I really think right there why would you throw an underneath pass, going towards the sideline? But if you're the Giants, you have 20 seconds left until the 2-minute warning. Why not take another timeout, be confident in your defense, and come out here and get a stop, and then have that extra time to score?
Well, we're going to find out here. So 2 minutes, the bell tolls. Does that mean it's time for Joey Bell to step up and try to make this a game? Coleman to the left. Kelly, the tight end, split out left. Julio in the slot to the right. Watch Julio Jones on this play, folks. Bell goes ahead and audibles the play. Kelly splits wide to the left. Bell goes ahead and hands off to Coleman. Big play up the middle, and that's going to be a first down, and that was a big play there for the Atlanta Falcons.
There goes that hammer. They're going to bring that hammer to work today. This is how they're going to win this game. If they just continue to run for first downs, maybe throw some short passes. The Giants have no choice but to have to try to, sack the quarterback. And Joey Bell's been on fire.
So Joey Bell makes the right play, not necessarily with his arm there, but with his mind as he audibles to Telvin Coleman, and the clock's ticking here. So no matter what happens at this point, it looks like if Bridgewater gets it back, he's not going to have a lot of time to work with. Jennings in the backfield. Giants closing in tight, expecting run here. Falcons put the tight end in motion. Going to go ahead and be a handoff to Jennings up the middle, who looked like he was going to have a hole there, but Jason Pierre-Paul comes down, crashes down, gets the stop for only a yard.
Yeah, if I'm the Falcons right here, I'm pounding the ball right up the gut, taking care of the ball, making them use all their timeouts, and leaving them with about, 20 seconds left on the clock to try to do something.
So we got 2nd and 9 here. The Falcons, the Giants are going to need a stop here of some sort. Even if they go ahead and call a timeout, they're only going to have about 30 seconds here to work with. So as Bell sets up under center, Coleman in the backfield. Giants pressing down, bringing everybody up into the box. It's going to be pitch outside to Coleman. Coleman's going to make a move. Puts the stop and go on him. Breaks a couple tackles. Oh, my God. Coleman with the first down. And that's going to seal the deal for the Falcons. And that is the will to win by Telvin Coleman.
Yeah, one hell of a play there. One hell of an effort to get the win there.
Yeah, you can't go wrong just giving it to him.
That was an impressive run, I think, by Telvin Coleman. As they're going to go ahead and kneel it out here, big win for the Atlanta Falcons as they're going to go ahead and move to 6-4. New York Giants going to go ahead to go to 7-2. As they get a flag on the play, they got to move up to the line a little quicker there, Joey Bell. Speaking of Joey Bell, TFA, I know who I've got as my player of the game, but who do you have as your NBL Live player of the game?
I've got to give it to Joey Bell. If the Giants had been able to pull this one out, I might have given it to the janitor that sprayed the Febreze in the locker room. But the Falcons were able to pull this game out, and Joey Bell, 5 touchdowns, hardly any incompletions. He definitely took this game over early and really made a statement in the first half.
Gonna have to agree with that one. Joey Bell is your NBL Live Week 10 player of the game. For all of us here at NBL Live, TFA, Juggernauts, and Sonny Weaver, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, NBL Network. Follow us on Twitter at Bomber League. For all of us here, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.